Homegrown Commissioner? What? Hey, ScouterStan. Want to talk about commissioners. Commissioners are really rare. Do you know who your commissioner is? You have one, you know. It's not me. I have my units, all right? I've got several units. Commissioning is one of those things that a lot of scout leaders may not know about. And we're going to talk about it. So, but before that, I want to personally invite you to join me October 2nd. We're having a live meeting. Okay, this way you get to converse with me. You can type in your questions, and I see them, and I hopefully answer them. So that's the wonderful thing about this channel. This live show comes up at 9 o'clock. It's usually on the very first Sunday of each month. So the next one is October 2nd at 9 p.m. That's Eastern time, so that all across the United States they can see the show in a normal time. Okay, for the East Coast it's a little late. For the West Coast it's just right. So, but that being the case, I want to invite you. So definitely do that, and I want to thank everyone that has joined Patreon, which is a channel, which is a way to show your support for this channel, financially. So, and because of that, they get the benefit of seeing these before you do. Now, if you've joined, there's other benefits. There's videos that nobody sees unless they have joined and they are a member of the channel. So that's a benefit. So we're gonna do a video. It'll be out there. Don't worry. It'll talk about joining the channel and all the benefits of that. So, but I want to thank you for jumping in there and helping out. That is super, super nice. Now let's talk a little bit about commissioners. I was in a meeting, an online meeting, like a Zoom meeting or something like that, and someone said that they were coming up with a program called Homegrown Commissioners. Really sparked my interest, and I've often thought that this was a good idea. I'm constantly amazed by how many scout leaders have never met their unit commissioner. It's shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Okay, that is one of those things that, as a scout leader, this is a thing that these commissioners are literally there to help you succeed. That's what's so cool about it. You need to know who your commissioner is. Every scout unit that's chartered has a unit commissioner that signs on the paperwork that they are your unit commissioner. Now, unfortunately, we have an extreme shortage of commissioners. Of the 120,000 scout units that are out there, we have just about 8,000 commissioners. That's a ratio of about 15 to 1. There's no way they can get around. So a lot of times the district or the council commissioner signs in place, hopefully trying to find somebody from the unit to become a commissioner, to be the commissioner for that unit. Unfortunately, a lot of times that does not work out, and they just don't have a unit commissioner, enough of them to go around. And a lot of times the unit commissioner, especially the district unit commissioner, they will actually take the unit commissioners and put them where they're needed the most. And that's, and if it's not a sign that your troop is doing poorly if your unit commissioner visits on a regular basis. I try to visit all of my units, and they're all doing just fine. Okay, some have issues, and we're working on them. So that's the wonderful thing. A lot of times they just have to, the district commissioner has to send the unit commissioners to troops that are having a problem. And that's not the way, the scouting way. We need commissioners to be there. Now, commissioners predate the professional scouts. So the scouters that are out there, your district executive, your all the people at the scout office, commissioners came before them, long before them, okay, years, okay, and a lot of those commissioners back in that time became professional. So they predated all of that. The commissioner system, that whole system. In fact, I'm going to put a video up there, okay? Don't go there right now, but it explains a little more about all of the things that went on with early commissioners, okay? That is critical. You need to definitely check out that video. Now, commissioners, because they predated the professionals, that's a core thing in scouting. Commissioners are meant to work with the unit to help them succeed. That's really their goal. They are there to help the unit succeed. And it's incredible to me. All of that is just incredible. The devotion of the commissioner staff going out and helping units, packs, troops, crews, ships, all of them. Now, there are some commissioners that are at roundtable. There's usually a Cub Scout roundtable commissioner and a Cub Scout troop commissioner. There could be one for the venturing. There could be one for ships. So, for Sea Scouts. So that's all a part of the roundtable. Definitely need to go to that. Need to meet with those individuals helping with that continuing training. And again, let me go to the roundtable video. You see how important that really is. Now, one of the big things that I want to stress with Homegrown Commissioner is that so many people are absolutely afraid of getting involved. They might mess up. Oh, no, that's not the case. You want to make sure that you get the adults involved. This is critical to the success of any unit. A commissioner can be homegrown. You could actually create one for your unit. And if your unit is linked, or if your unit is has a pack or a crew, that same commissioner could be used for all of those positions. And that's the wonderful thing. If you have a lot of units don't realize all the talent that they actually have. This is super critical stuff. Once you've been trained and you know the Scoutmaster or Cub Master position, you know that. You do that for a few years, and a lot of troops have term limits. They'll say that the Cub Master has to change every 5 years, or the troop might have something in their bylaws that where the adult leadership actually changes. So that could be something. Instead of them just going out the door with all that experience, that's the one you want to turn into a unit commissioner. They can still participate. They can go camping. That's one of the things. They can still be a part of the wonderful thing that scouting is. That's the neat thing about commissioner work. And there's no reason to have them right off into the sunset. Now, some people, they want to leave, okay? And that's fine. That's fine. But they should give a few years back as a unit commissioner, whether it be for your unit or some other unit. That is critical. We need commissioners. I'm putting it out there. If you're an adult leader that's been in your position for a long time, think about commissioner work. You can give those great life lessons to other adult leaders. You can say, hey, I've been there. I've been at camp when that happened. This is how I did it. This is how I handled it. These are things you can do. You can also, it's the connection between the unit, the district, and the council. Okay? This is the person that's in between. So a lot of times they'll have all that experience. That's the person you want as your commissioner. Now, there is another end to that, okay? And I'm all great for that. There are parents out there that have natural leadership ability. They want to do things, but unfortunately all the leadership positions are filled. except your commissioner. Okay? And a lot of people say, oh, well, don't you need experience? You know, a lot of times it may not be that it's a matter of training them. It's a matter of getting them involved, getting them trained, but not breaking bad habits. That might be something you might have from somebody with a ton of experience. So there's a lot of pros and cons to that, okay? And I'm sure that you're going to put them in the comments, okay? But there's a lot of that stuff going on, and I want you to really think about growing your own unit's commissioner. Now, if you have a commissioner, I want you to definitely let them know, okay, that you appreciate their help. You appreciate them. Have something for them to work on, okay? It could be something to do with recharter. It could be something to do with recruiting. It could be something to do with you name it, okay? There's a lot of different things that can be worked on, and they can be there to help. A lot of times a commissioner will be there just to watch a meeting. Just to get, they'll watch a meeting, and they might give a little coaching to the scoutmaster or the assistant scoutmasters. They might help out at a committee meeting. These are things that commissioners are very useful for. So definitely think about a homegrown commissioner. You can do this, and you do so much work for your unit, for the troop. It is critical that you keep that good work going. And could you imagine doing all of that work with no help? Think about that. That's really hard. A commissioner can help you. He can help you. They can guide you. So that's the wonderful thing about a unit commissioner. Look into it. Okay, you do a lot of work for your unit. You can't keep that level up without help, right? Honestly, right? Think about commissioner work. It is a wonderful thing, okay? And they can help you. So, that being the case, I will see you on the trail.